Well, here's
So
something you can ask. Somebody get on YouTube or on Brad's Facebook and ask Brad. He said the cars went so far of a distance, this way or that way, right? It changes every time. Ask Bradley how far the car went. If the car only went so far, there's where your area is. They searched, I don't know how many acres of land here to find those kids. So if the car only went up to as far as the railroad tracks and turned, and they went down as far as Lyric Road and turned, and we kept doing, and this car kept doing this here route, how many times? I don't know. If he heard the car coming and going, he should know how far the car went. If he says he could hear it all the way down to Lyric Road, and Justin heard it up to the railroad tracks.
Thanks, Janie. So now we know to search outside of that area. Because she's really confident here. It seems like she knows, in some respect, where they are. Because she's saying, well, they know where Brad is saying the car went. So if they search in that area, then they should find the children if Brad's being truthful. But you know what she's done here? She's just admitted also that Brad's story is truthful. She's just basically screwed Daniel over big time. She's saying this is the distance that the car went, allegedly. So you know the distance that the car went, so how about if you search within this area? So to me, what she's saying here is, first of all, the children are outside that area. And I believe that. But she's also just told us that, yeah, the car, that was the car. Bradley did hear that car. Instead of saying there was no car, now she's saying, well, now you have Brad's account, which gives you an exact area that you can search in. She's validating the witness accounts. But she doesn't even realise what she's doing here. Like, I've said this before, Janie is the gift that keeps giving. Because she doesn't realise when she's leaking stuff like this. And what she's said here is major, major leakage. She's quite confident that, well, if this is the area that the car was heard in, this is the only area that you need to search in. And now she's saying, essentially, she's telling us, yeah, Brad did hear the car. But because Brad heard the car, that tells you that you only need to search in this area. Possibly one of the biggest bits of leakage we've had from Janie for quite some time.
Somebody get on YouTube or on Brad's Facebook and ask Brad. He said the cars went so far of a distance, this way or that way, right?
Now there's something here that I missed the first time around. Janie says he said the cars went so far of a distance, as in plural, more than one car. Janie has, before she slipped up here and admitted that Brad actually did hear vehicles, it was always one car that she was referring to. But we had an account from Brad that he believed that the final trip that he heard was a different car because that different car was a quieter vehicle. Is Janie confirming that there was more than one vehicle involved here? Was this a slip-up when she said the cars went so far of a distance, as in plural, more than one car was part of this?
He said the cars went so far of a distance, this way or that way, right? So if the car only went up to as far as the railroad tracks and turned, and they went down as far as Lyric Road and turned, and we kept doing, and this car kept doing this here.
Did you hear that? If the car only went up as far as the railroad tracks and turned, and they went down as far as Leg Road and turned, and we kept and then she corrects herself, and this car kept doing this. She said we. She's just basically admitted that, yeah, this is what they were doing. This is a major, major slip up from Janie. I'm just going to run it back just a little itty bitty bit, because that is significant. That is majorly significant.
So if the car only went up to as far as the railroad tracks and turned, and they went down as far as Lyric Road and turned, and we kept doing, and this car kept doing this here route.
That's a big oops for Janie. That is a massive, massive oops for Janie. And we kept doing this, she's just basically put her foot in it. Big time. Big time. But it is a classic situation where basically what she's doing here is her focus is to basically say, hey, this is where you should search, because this is where the car went. Now, her focus here is on pushing the idea of this is the area you should search. But what she's done is she's been so focused on telling them this is where you should search that she hasn't realised that she's basically just given the game away with regards to the car, because that's not her focus here. So she's not being careful about what she's saying about the car, because that's not what she's trying to convey. It's like Daniel with the times that he's been pushing the narrative, like early on in the case, he's like, and I even handed over my phone. And then a bit in another interview, because he was trying to throw shade on Malaya, he told the reporters that both his and Malaya's phones had been seized, because he was essentially trying to put the focus on Malaya and didn't realise that he was basically proving his own lie in doing so. But that's exactly what Janie's done here. She's so busy trying to say, hey, look, this is where you should look. Don't look anywhere else. Don't look outside of this area. Because, you know, we know for certain that the children would have to be in this area, because this is where Brad said the car was. But she isn't saying where this is allegedly where the car was. She's like, you need to search here because this is the distance that the car was going. And we kept doing this. Wow, Janie. So does that mean that maybe, according to Brad, he heard a different vehicle at one point? So maybe either someone was in the vehicle with Daniel, or someone was driving a different vehicle. That other vehicle wasn't Daniel swapping vehicles or something, and maybe it was connected to Janie and somebody else. Who knows? But yeah, big, big, big slip up here. Thank you, Janie. Definitely, definitely significant.